the Celts were an occupied nation. Britain was being occupied by Rome. The Pictish societies, as I think many people know, were matriarchal, so therefore Guinevere would have been a leader in her own right and a fighter.
Cheers. Okay, there we go, folks. You can see the lovely Keira Knightley in the crowd. She's taking her time, signing. Oh no, she's actually talking there to somebody from the media. There's no doubting that she's quite attractive, even inside profile there.
Keira Knightley. Honestly, I can't say enough about her. She's amazing. Some little punky, little tough, smart. And then when you put her on film, this woman just like explodes onto the screen.
There are aspects of the character that are action-packed. Sword fight, archery, knife fight, a bit of garroting, which is particular fun, I have to say, and a lot of running about. Loved every second of it.
Well, she's pretty feisty. She's a fighter. She's a warrior. And there's obviously some attraction between them, but it's feisty. I mean, she gives Arthur a hard time, you know. At one point she says, you know, you're famous. You're the guy that kills his own people. And she points up those sort of conflicts within Arthur that he's constantly dealing with. And she basically is a big influence in trying to make him see that maybe his future lies in his land with his people. And she's a key force in pushing him towards that.
When we hired Keira Knightley for King Arthur, she was 18 years old. She trained as hard as any of the men in everything, in archery, in hand-to-hand combat.
If you're going to do an action movie, it gets really, really boring if you don't do the action, because it means you sit around for hours and hours and hours on end. I was lucky enough to actually have two or 3 weeks off prior to the big fight scene. I thought, well, I can either go home and chill out with friends, or I can actually learn how to do all these fights. So I did. I spent 3 weeks and trained every day, and got rather good, I have to say, and really, really enjoyed it as well.
I'm now joined by Keira Knightley. I really enjoyed the film, and a cracking job, and getting Guinevere is an awesome role, I would have thought. And this is the third time. Well, this is the second time with Joe Bruckheimer. Then there's Pirates of the Caribbean 2 coming up. You know, the guy loves you.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I like him a lot. Yeah, no, I mean, it's fantastic, and you know, they're all films that I'm very proud of. Pirates was great, and this one's wicked. It's kick-ass, which is always good. So yeah, it's just great. I mean, Jerry's absolutely amazing. He really, really is. So get the opportunity to work with him again and again is fantastic.
Yeah, of course it is. The guy's obviously a Hollywood legend, but I tell you what particularly impressed me about Guinevere in this film, which is at the end. I don't ruin it for people who are watching in there, but there's a big battle scene at the end. And you, actually, there's a picture of you here behind you.
Like that.
Yeah, and you're not wearing body armour. Now, Clive Owen, Ray Winston, full body armour. You charge into battle without that protection, which I think, in a way.
Yeah, but no. You know, historically, Picts and Celts used to fight naked. But I thought that would be a bad idea because I'd have all my bits bouncing about, and it might get a bit distracting. So I decided to do a bit Jodie Marsh and cover it all up.
Does she really cover up?
Well, you know, she had belts and I've got belts, so there's a similarity.
Okay, that is a good point. Was the idea mooted initially that maybe you would have to do those fight scenes without anything on?
No, not really. I mean, nobody ever told me about it, apart from historically that they would have been naked. I think that was it. No further.
Okay, that's it. That's good. I think that's absolutely right, proper.
Yes.
But obviously, your career now in Hollywood is kind of going from strength to strength. I think it's fair to make that. Would you ever consider quitting this country and actually going there full time?
I mean, never say never. It's got very good weather and you can get great manicures and pedicures, which are always good, you know. Yeah. But no, I'm a bit of a London girl and all my mates are here and my family's here and I can't really imagine leaving it.
Keira, thank you.